Hey everyone, wow, so many things have happened. In fact, we're gonna go and check it out for the first time at the same time. There are things that have been happening, just too many things. Let me show you. For example, I actually wanted to show you this, and I wanted to show it to you when it was still just a hole. So that's the vent for the laundry. And they opened a few holes. Actually, I don't even know what this one is for. There's one over here. I'm gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out together for the first time. That hole was made. That's also a vent. We're gonna have our mechanical guy actually talk to us about all of this work. There's another pipe that came out. He drilled a hole there. There's so many holes. There were some holes here. Those were covered with cement. Actually, this one needs to be fixed. And well, here's a couple of holes that I can show you before they get fixed. Look at those. Oh man, holes all over the place. The rail was put on, the guardrail for the separate entrance. There it is. And it has a handrail. And I don't remember if I actually showed you the light. It's they put a light there, and it's motion sensor, but you can also light it up with a switch. I asked them to put a little bit of a plug right there, because the original plug for this house was up there. And of course, because it was a single family residence, then you only needed one. But of course now we need two, or at least I believe that you should have two. And then we're thinking about doing something there for privacy. And some ideas came up today about maybe separating this backyard into two. And those were just ideas. These are actually things that I hadn't considered before. But the general contractor, Luis, who you may have met previously, he's giving me some ideas. And I'll share those with you. And of course, I'll share that with you if we actually get the work going. So let's go inside. Yeah, you've seen the door as well from previous videos. Let's go inside and take a look to see what they've done. I'm gonna turn the lights on. It's gonna get a little bit dark, but we'll use some lighting. Oh, yep. Give me a sec. I'm gonna turn things on. There we go. Hopefully you can see better now. So let me show you this part first. That big hole in the ground. Look at that. It's been making so much noise. They're actually breaking the concrete. They wanted to get that. That's the original pipe that was coming into. That's part of the original construction. And so what they want to do is take the water from the washroom and connect it to that pipe. So they've been digging the hole. You know, this is the washroom area. So if you can see over here, it's been they've dug around from the back and around that concrete block. So they've had to get around that concrete block over here. And as you can see, it's coming around like this in kind of like a U. So of course they would rather pass the pipe right straight through to, let me get up from the hole because I was just inside of the hole, right? They would rather go all the way into directly on a straight line into the pipe, but they couldn't, so they're gonna have to go around. They've removed all the lighting, so let me see. I want to show you how it progresses. Like I don't just want to show you the final product, but actually everything that they're doing. So you know what? I'm gonna change the camera around and point to things. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, that's much better. So there's that huge hole, which has been making tons of noise all day long. Of course, They've had to break through the concrete. And there's the washroom. There's that big block right there in the middle. And then of course there's a hole back there. Let me get closer so that you can see it. It's just gonna go down, right? So they broke in there. They came around the block. So what they intend to do, of course, is I guess they would have rather come straight into the pipe, into the original pipe, but now they're gonna have to go around. At least that's what they explained to me. I'll get more details from the general contractors. In fact, if possible, I'm gonna get them to talk to you as well directly, because they're the pros and they know exactly what they did and why they did it that way. Our gentleman with the electrical has been here, and he's been putting the places where the switches are going to go, passing cables around, drilling holes in the wood. Those are all plugs. Our gentleman from the mechanical room, there's that vent that I showed you earlier from outside. That's because this is where the laundry is gonna go. So he put that's the vent now for the laundry. That's the electrical for the laundry, and the piping for the laundry, which is going to be inside of the walk-in closet. Lighting, I believe most of this is going to be pot lights, so you can see all the cabling for the electrical is being laid out. There's another plug. Cables throughout. Plug. Cables. And cables all over the ceiling too. Everything being laid out before we put in the ceilings. Look at this area. All new electrical. There's the switches that are going to light up the room, the main room, and also the living room. Plugs. Of course, this is where the kitchen is going to be. Those washers are not going to be there anymore. Mechanical room. So yeah, there you go. What else have I missed? Oh yes, these blocks. These blocks have been put. I have to ask the framer why he's putting them. You see those wooden, the vertical blocks? I'm gonna ask the framer later on, hopefully he can be on the video as well, why he put them on, but I believe that has something to do with the resilient channels, which is the soundproofing. Let me show you the holes that still need to be covered. Those two over here, that's in the back towards the exit. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. So I would love to have an interview. Let me change this around so that we can chat face to face again. Yeah, so I was saying, I would love to have an interview with everyone that has done work, or at least have more conversations with them, because you have heard from a couple of them already. But I'd love for you to hear from the general contractor, both if possible, because they both have, Luis and Jose, they both have different perspectives. I'd love for them to be able to chat with you a little bit so that you can hear things from a technical perspective. I'd love to have another conversation with the framer. I'd love to have another conversation with the mechanical man. Of course, the framer Tyler, the mechanical man, Nimal, and the electrician. The electrician too. I'd love for him to. I'd love for you to hear from him. I'd love to hear from him because we did decide to change from 100 amp to 200 amp. So I want his opinion on that decision. We made the decision, but I want to hear his opinion on how necessary or what does he think about this. So I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and hopefully you're enjoying this and it's giving you some value. I know that when you don't know anything about this, any single little detail is very interesting to listen to. Some of you may want to do this for the first time, so that could be exciting. And some of you have been doing this for a long time. I know many of you have, and I will always appreciate any types of comments, any type of constructive criticism. Let's not even call it criticism because it's all about learning. It's all about the journey. So there's no such thing as success or failure. It's all just opposite sides of the same thing, and we're living the journey and we're enjoying every single moment, and that's what it's all about. So we'll leave it at that for now, and I will talk to you very soon again. Bye for now.